This video will go over the features of both the clavicle and the scapula. So the clavicle has just a couple features. The sternal end articulates with the sternum. You can see here's the sternum right here. I've kind of faded it so that the sternal end really stands out. And then we have the acromial end. The acromial end articulates back here. You can see that the scapula, I've kind of faded it out as well. The acromial end articulates with the acromion. This feature of the scapula is called the acromion. So that's why those two features are named that way. So let's go to the scapula next. So you can see there's a few features of the scapula. Now this just happens to be the right scapula. How do I know this is the right scapula? Well, first of all, if I turn it around, this is the part of the scapula called the spine. This is what people call a shoulder blade, because when you reach behind your shoulder, you can feel it. It's kind of sharp. So I know that this is looking at someone's back. And here's where the right arm would articulate, the humerus. Okay, so I know this is the right scapula. I'm looking at someone's back here on their right side. All right, so let's identify some of these features. I mentioned previously the acromion. Let's go ahead and click on that. So this is the acromion right here. This feature is the acromion that articulates with the acromial process of the clavicle. The glenoid cavity right here. This is where the head of the humerus fits in or articulates. The lateral border. This is why you got to know your anatomical position. Okay, here we're looking at someone's back. This would be their right arm. So this is lateral over here. This side's lateral. So this whole edge is the lateral border. The infraspinous fossa. Okay, so infraspinous kind of means within, or what kind of like within the shadow of or underneath something. So this is the spine right here. So infraspinous means this whole area underneath the spine. This whole area is the infraspinous fossa. Fossa is kind of like a depressed or carved out area, like kind of like a bowl almost. Then we have the inferior angle. So inferior, again, anatomical terms, bottom. So this curved portion is the inferior angle. The subscapular fossa. Now sub, it means below. And so here, if you're looking at someone's back, okay, so if you're kind of looking at someone's back, what's below all this? Well, we're on the other side. And it's the subscapular fossa. So this whole area, almost like a little carved out bowl-like area, is the subscapular fossa. Then we have the medial border. This would be medial right here. So over here is lateral. Over here is medial. This would be down the middle of someone's back. Supraspinous fossa. So supra means above. So here, again, our reference point is the spine. And so this whole kind of bowl-like carved out area up here is the supraspinous fossa. Then we have the scapular spine. So this is the feature I've been referring to a lot. We have the coracoid process. This is the coracoid process right here. We have the superior border. So the top, kind of like the top edge. Superior, again, anatomical position. Superior meaning the top. We have the suprascapular notch. So this little notch right here. This is the suprascapular notch. Superior angle. So this curved portion up here is the superior angle. So those are all the features you need to know of both the clavicle and the scapula.